Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name's Carmen. Today we've got a reading for you about, I think, somebody who has been looking to let go of somebody from their past, somebody who has struggled to be reliable or be there for you. This is a person who often runs away or avoids conflict. They struggle with some of those conversations that build the foundation of a healthy relationship. So, this would be somebody who has ghosted you or blocked you or just really struggled with the communication element. But there's somebody else who's interested in you. And I feel like this person who has gone no contact with you is getting some sort of update or hearing that you have accepted or been made an offer and it makes them nervous or uncomfortable. So let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. It's never a little bit of wind chime time. I'm sorry. I hope your ears are okay. If you would like a personal reading, my email address is in the description box below. And we're going to start with the cats rule the earth. What else do we have? Fool in the reverse. Eight of Swords. And Justice in the reverse. So instead of resolving an argument with you or addressing something that had, disappointed you or made you feel betrayed, disrespected, there's something here they could have addressed, but they chose not to. There's an apology that could have been made. There's efforts, right, that they chose instead to ignore, right? This person maybe just really struggles with the communication or didn't want to deal with the accountability. Seven of Pentacles, Tower in the reverse, and the Two of Pentacles. So even though you have invested with this person, even though there are emotions there and you did at one time have, a desire to have a long-term future with them, you have had a change of heart. You feel like this is somebody who is not willing to have those conversations that are necessary. You feel like it would maybe always be a little bit unstable or you might have to deal with a lot of drama. So this Two of Pentacles, notice how similar those cats are. This is somebody else who has affections for you. There's another person who is looking to pursue you. Hello, Holy Yoga. Hello, Key Controller. Hello, Bethany. How we doing? King of Cups, Page of Pentacles, Page of Wands in the reverse. So despite there being a lot of affection or, a genuine love, we've got the King of Cups with the Fool in the reverse, making the wrong choice or making a choice that they feel they may regret regarding a new beginning with you. They have failed to communicate or they've read the situation wrong. For some of you, this is kind of like a 2-for-1. That Page of Wands in the reverse is somebody who feels like they have more time to address this or more time to reconcile with you. They have not communicated because they feel like things are still salvageable. Knight of Cups, Ace of Swords, and the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. But by delaying or procrastinating this conversation, the need to be honest, what they had expected to be kind of like almost like an organic next step is now potentially not going to happen. So they've taken so long addressing this or working up the courage to talk to you, that they've allowed somebody else to capture your attention or given somebody else the opportunity to pursue you. This is the Beginner's Tarot. Hello, Upper Echelon. What's happening? The Devil, Three of Wands in the reverse, and the Nine of Cups in the reverse. There's a lot of fear, perhaps even some insecurity, but I feel like it's specifically fear of abandonment. And this has led to inaction. This has led to somebody running away or being avoidant. I don't want to have this conversation. What if you actually tell me you never want to hear from me again, or you slam the door in my face? When you feel like it's going to be bad news, sometimes you don't want to sign up to have that conversation. But what they don't seem to realize is this King of Cups, by delaying the conversation or by avoiding it entirely, they are risking what they really want. They're starting to feel like it's a mistake that they have taken so long. Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. Hierophant and the Two of Swords. It is careless of them. That's why we had the Fool in the reverse. They invested or they really want something to work with you, but because they've been avoidant or because they've just kind of put it out of mind, there's somebody else who is stepping forward, somebody else who's, I guess, interested in that long-term relationship that the King of Cups feels is going to be their relationship. Ten of Pentacles in the reverse, Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, Two of Pentacles in the reverse. So heavy earth energy, which would be Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. And a lot seems to be coming through as, I think I fumbled this. I didn't listen to my intuition. I didn't, think about what would be in my own best interest. And now I feel like my refusal to make a decision has actually communicated a refusal or a rejection. So they feel like maybe instead of running away, they should have at some point communicated. There's regret. So we might see the Five of Cups. We have the Six of Cups in the reverse, the Empress, the Six of Swords in the reverse, and the King of Cups. So there's somebody else who's interested in this person that they've ghosted. The King of Cups has struggled to express their love to an Empress. Don't get too caught up on that gender. You could come out as any energy. This is not physicality that I'm reading. But it's somebody who feels like, okay, if you're not going to deal with the issues that we've experienced, then I don't know how we can improve things. And it's weird, but this King of Cups is a different King of Cups. This is somebody who's very similar to the original King of Cups. Did I say hello to April? Hello, April. Hello again, Michael. What's happening? Hello, Illuminati. That's cute. Oops, I was supposed to pick a different tarot deck. That's all right. So we've got Four of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, Three of Swords. So I had the chance to make this right. I had the chance to heal things with you, but I looked at what I had to do in order to fix it and decided, I'll do that tomorrow. I don't want to do dishes. I don't want to vacuum. I don't want to clean the garage. They avoided this difficult conversation, and because they avoided it, now what they didn't want to have happen is happening. I do think the Three of Swords is somebody who's jealous. We have the High Priestess. I didn't follow you guys. The Ten of Swords in the reverse and the Temperance in the reverse. This is a change in timeline. This is a change in someone's opinion. They were all in on this King of Cups. They really wanted things to work. But now we have somebody that's pondering a different choice. Now we have somebody who feels like, well, this doesn't have to be, the only thing that could have worked out for me. If this doesn't work out, that doesn't mean, some other connection won't. So I do feel like we have some healing or a sense of recovery from this High Priestess Empress energy, even though it was distressing for them to go through this no contact or ghosting. This is the signs of the times. What else do we have? Number 26, fence boundaries, and number 9, crystals achievement. So I decided to listen to Fiona Apple this morning. Her album title is like Tidal, is one of my favorites. I hadn't heard it in a while. And there are a couple of songs in there that have always been my favorites, but I haven't ever really done justice to listening to the song Carry On as much as I have the others. That, by the way, is spelled Carrion, not like what you would take on a plane. And one of the, I guess it's a piece of the hook, right? One of the lines that repeats is, oh gosh, I feel like I need to look it up and make sure I get it right. And what I feel for you, boy, is like carrion of a murdered prey. Oh, I want to look it up real quick. It's decaying right in front of me is what she says. And she has to make a choice. It's, I really want to save you. I think it's, and what I really want is to save you, honey, or find the strength to walk away. So it's, I want to save you. I want you to have, a lovely life. I want to be there for you. But we could have a High Priestess, Empress energy who's deciding, if you show me that you can't make those changes, then I know, even though it's painful, that what I have to do is build a fence between us. I have to have those boundaries, right? And that's why Fiona identifies it as having the strength to walk away, because it isn't easy. Gotta put these back first. All right, let's get a few from, this is the Romance Angel Oracle. What am I messing up on? All right, what else do we have? Worth waiting for and wedding. So it looks like the Empress High Priestess feels confident that if things do not work out with the King of Cups, it's so weird to me, but I'm convinced this King of Cups is a different King of Cups. There's somebody else who feels emotion for this person, for the Empress. Again, don't get too caught up on those genders, right? So the High Priestess has this wisdom or this knowing, even if things don't work out with that King of Cups, there's another King of Cups. It's like they still have faith that love will still happen for them. And with the worth waiting for, it kind of feels like this is somebody accepting either the person who ran away, figured out their stuff, or there's somebody who's worth waiting for that I'll meet. They seem to have confidence that they're going to end up in a healthy relationship, but it may require that they walk away from somebody who hasn't wanted to do the work. So we have playfulness and let your friends help you. So that playfulness is flirtatious energy with someone, well, probably the second King of Cups, or just that willingness to entertain somebody else, right? Not being stuck on the person who is no contact with them. This is the Wild Reflections Tarot. Queen of Cups in the reverse, Page of Swords, Two of Wands in the reverse. This is like the biggest ever. The Queen of Cups is in the reverse because we have a change in feelings. What were the lyrics? It was, my feels for you, they're decaying right in front of me. This is somebody who's falling out of love. This is somebody who is feeling like maybe they need to accept that this isn't going anywhere. And I feel like this Page of Swords is a reality check for the Empress High Priestess. I need to be honest with myself if things aren't going to go the way that I had hoped. I don't want to deny myself other options, or I don't want to miss out on life because I'm so focused on the past. Hello, Jasmina. How are you doing today? Hello, Co-Create. What else? Three of Wands. Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups in the reverse, and the Emperor. So we have somebody who decides to take action towards or take a chance on something new. And this could be going out on a date. This could be accepting an invitation to a party, because we did have let your friends help you. There's something social that happens. And I feel like that's when we have the Emperor, who is the second King of Cups. This is somebody who's stepping forward, and I think they're asking, is that person single? So you may meet somebody, there's some playful energy, some flirtatious energy, or, you know, just some looks. And then I feel somebody afterwards is saying, hey, like, what's the deal with that person? Like, are they single? It's true. I'm sorry. You know, like, there's just like natural breaks and stuff, like with singing. All right, so we have the Page of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords. Not to mention, like, when I channel, I don't know if you see me, like, sometimes just like zone in on something and kind of like lose track of the fact. Like, there are literally been times where I'm like, Carmen, you're on a live stream, you have to like talk again. But I'll do my best to make sure that you don't think that it's a buffering situation. Yes, of course. Of course I do. Page of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, and Six of Swords in the reverse. The only way to get through life is by finding humor everywhere possible. This is somebody daydreaming about new things. This is somebody realizing they might need to be honest with themselves about the things that they had believed or wanted to believe. If you had at some point felt you fell in love with somebody's potential instead of who they really were, where you fell in love with some of those promises or daydreams, but not like what was in the 3D, what was like real and in front of you. This is admitting, you know, it was fun to daydream. It was fun to hope that that would work out, but it's time to be like honest, right? Now I'm hearing, is it El King, the let go? We have the Lovers and the Hanged Man in the reverse. Strength in the reverse. Some of you are struggling with this a little bit, even if there is somebody who is quite captivating that enters your life. It may be a tall order to let go of the past so readily. This is definitely coming through as a pretty big choice or decision for you. But at the same time, I think you understand that you would be sacrificing something in terms of what you've learned if you took that step backwards instead of that step forward. So we had earlier today a reading about a King of Wands who has to choose, are you going to do the work or are you going to let go of a connection? And then this Empress in this reading has a choice between the King of Cups from the past or King of Cups, who apparently is also an Emperor that represents a new love. So 'tis the season for lots of choices. I guess it's better than having no choices, right? Right. This is the Pulp Tarot.